Welcome back, fans. We are all set for the second half of tonight's RWL Rage in Salisbury, Maryland. Don Hickson, Myron Schimmelman, and Hangman Tex Lynch here with all the call of the action. And Tex, oh man, we've got a great lineup on tap for the second half.
That we do, Dandy Don. Oh man, we got Virginia Austin, former Bell Council alum, set to go up against Crystal Gabor. And in the main event, the Guns Brothers are back, and they're going to be facing Scott Bell's team of Macho Man Randy Savage and the magnificent Don Morocco.
Oi, Scott Bell. I could have done without Scott Bell. It was a nice card. You just loused it all up. You ruined it. Hey, Tex, look. It's Danielle. What's Liberty Bell doing on Rage?
I can almost guarantee you this is not going to be a good thing.
Oh, I must tell you, Tex, she sure does look good out of her wrestling gear.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? Oh, God, let's see what this is going to lead to.
Hi, everybody. Yes, I know. I'm out of uniform and out of bounds, and while I came to Rage tonight as Texas date, I saw the video Herc showed at the start of the show tonight, and something in me just, well, snapped, and I felt like I had to come out and get this out of my system, because it's been bugging me for weeks. The Disciples of Darkness were supposed to wrestle the UK ladies tonight, but funny enough, there isn't a single sectarian in the building tonight, almost as if they knew, you know? Look, I'm tired of the Disciples of Darkness and the sectarians for what they've done to both Steve Rose and Tex Lynch, and so yes, as a Triple Crown champion, I've got a platform, I'm using it. I'm asking the top 3 men in the front office to get me a match with Lilith Morella, and yes, I'm sure Patty and I will have to go through the Disciples to get to Lilith, but if that's what it takes, that's how far American Powers is willing to go. And while I'm no fan of Hana's, what the Disciples did in that video, and those deep fake videos where they attack me in pads, is just taking things too damn far. American Powers is throwing their hat into the ring in this war with the sectarians, and we're committed to bringing those lunatics under control, and as far as the
Oh God, I was afraid something like this might happen.
That is Jeannie Dynamite's music, the women's world champion, the Queen Dynamite Jeannie Parker, making a beeline for the ring, and here she is. Jeannie Dynamite making her way out here and interrupting Liberty Bell Danielle's rant. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, really? Damn girl, don't you get enough attention over at y'all's show? Now you gotta roll up in here, making waves, looking to start fights. Maybe get yourself a little more glory. Look, Danielle, you're talented, and you've earned everything you got, and no one's trying to dull your shine. But listen, you've crossed over onto the show with this business when you should have done it on your own show. You got the ear of the GM, and you would have got the time to do it just by asking. But you're still new here, D. You've got to learn your ego is not your amigo. Baby, just so you know, you've now let the anger do your driving and told the enemy with your whole chest that you're looking for a fight, and you do this all the time, D.
I understand that, Jeannie, but it's not you and Jet and Mimi getting knocked around in those deep fakes. The sectarians are trying to terrorize us all, so yeah, I absolutely want them to know we're coming for them. I wasn't trying to step on anyone's toes. I'm just sick and tired of those people.
Ever wonder why me, the Femmes, and even your partner Patty, don't have all these problems that you got? It's because we make our plans quietly. The only time the enemy knows we're coming is when they get the match paperwork. But you, D, in the ring, in interviews, online, you just fling stuff out there into the ether without thinking about it. So great. Now the sectarians know you're coming. Hope that works out. I don't want to see you crash and lose everything you worked mad hard for, but you starting to fly too close to the sun, girl. I hope you all do well on Snarl, and me and mine wish you nothing but success. But if there's a sectarian problem on Rage, we will handle that bullshit. Don't ever show up on Rage like this again. Snarl's your yard. You attend to that. Be good, D.
Oh, wow.
Well, now, the women's world champion calling the Triple Crowner Liberty Bell Danielle on the carpet for this slight breach of etiquette. politely yet firmly.
Wow, she certainly meant that.
But nonetheless, Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote aiming for the Disciples of Darkness. And we'll be right back. All right, as we move on with the second hour ladies division competition, as former Bell Council alum Virginia Austin, vivacious Virginia Austin, set to face Crystal the Pistol Gabor in single action.
Well, this ought to be interesting. We haven't seen Virginia Austin since Labor Day Slamathon in the War Games match when the Bell Council was disbanded forever. You guys remember that, don't you? It was a genuine moment of RWL wrestling history.
This next match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Perth, Australia, vivacious Virginia Austin.
Despite all that happened in the feud between the entire ladies' locker room and the Bell Council, Virginia Austin emerged as a breakout star. And now she's out here on her own, much like Jody Vorick over at Snarl. And obnoxious Brandy Knox also plying her trade here. Virginia Austin, definitely not a fan of Crystal the Pistol Gabor. This one is going to get nasty.
Her opponent from Palatka, Florida, here is Crystal Gabor.
When I tell you, Crystal Gabor, one of my favorite ladies in the locker room. Oh, she comes over, sits in the office sometimes when she's got nothing to do, will talk for hours. She's just fantastic. And Crystal Gabor, who's held just about every title we've got going in the ladies division. Former women's international champion, former women's world champion, former women's tag team champion. Crystal Gabor, sort of an institution around here. And yes, the significant other of American Supreme Matt Clark as well.
Yeah, well, she certainly made her mark in this business. Oh man, she's one of RWL's biggest female stars. Well, let's see how she fares against vivacious Virginia Austin with all the bitterness they got going on between them.
Crystal Gabor and the Bell Council, of course, with a long history. Crystal certainly not happy to see Virginia Austin on the other side of the ring. The bell sounds. Virginia Austin charges, fails to connect. Counters with a punch. Locks up Crystal from behind. Look at this. Inverted DDT from Crystal the Pistol Gabor. Now stomping every available inch of Virginia Austin. No doubt all the bad memories coming back to haunt her. Crystal Gabor countered by Virginia Austin. Crystal backing off quickly. A hard right from Virginia Austin. Austin whips Crystal to the ropes. Ducks under. Succeeds in the leapfrog. Whoa! Crystal counters with a punch and then another and a chop and another chop. And a cravat suplex to complete the dish. How about this, Crystal Gabor? Crystal with a hard kick to the back of Virginia Austin. Crystal all the way up in the high red district. Here we go, Virginia Austin. Just about to her feet. Here we go. Whoa! Crystal Gabor failing to connect with the missile dropkick. Catches a disrespectful slap. Austin covers. One. No. Crystal Gabor managing to break out at a count of one. Virginia Austin backs out of the dropkick. Goes behind Crystal. Counters with an elbow. And right for the abdominal stretch, got countered into a hip toss by Austin. Virginia with Crystal by the throat here. Whoa! Hard slam right to the canvas. And a nasty kick to the head. Now Crystal Gabor grounded. Virginia Austin capitalizing on this. Locks up Crystal Gabor, whips her into the ropes. Hip toss from Virginia Austin. Crystal Gabor laid out and don't look to be in very good shape. Virginia Austin, middle rope, cross body across the back of Crystal Gabor. Crystal trying to get back to her feet. Virginia Austin right there with a hard forearm. Takes Crystal right back down. Crystal just, counters with an elbow, gets back to her feet. Ring tries for the abdominal stretch again and is countered into the high hip toss. Hard kick to the back from Virginia Austin. Crystal desperately trying to make her way back to an upright position here. Virginia Austin right there waiting for her. Whoa! Just pitched Crystal Gabor off the top rope and onto the floor. Virginia Austin has lost none of the viciousness of her Bell Council days. Crystal Gabor with a series of chops and a spinning punch that takes Virginia Austin down to the floor. They lock up. Crystal slams Virginia Austin down. Rounds her up again. Crystal the pistol. Rolls Virginia Austin back inside the ring. And Crystal Gabor riding out the count, taking her time getting back inside here. Virginia Austin, perhaps a little too smug, ducks out of the way. Delivers a series of shots, and by the hair pitches Crystal Gabor. Halfway across the ring, Crystal on the outside. Here comes Virginia Austin right behind. And once more, this time nailing the abdominal stretch, got it locked in. Stretching Virginia Austin, but again, the hip toss. Virginia Austin's preferred method of escape. Whoa! Virginia Austin with Crystal Gabor. Whoa! A spinning knee breaker right across the back of Crystal Gabor. Crystal slams Virginia Austin down to the floor. Crystal, whoa! A double leg drop. Right where it hurts the most. Oh, look at this. Into a leg lock. The referee still counting as Crystal Gabor continues to administer punishment to Virginia Austin. Crystal rolls her back into the ring. And here comes Crystal. Whoa! Runs right into a spinning elbow from Virginia. Virginia Austin dragging a prone Crystal Gabor towards the center of the ring. Misses with the stomp. Crystal misses with the drop kick. Virginia Austin gouging the face and the eyes of Crystal Gabor. Whoa! Virginia Austin, sheer brutality as Crystal Gabor rolls out onto the floor. And here comes Virginia Austin in hot pursuit. Crystal battling back here. Has her up in the cradle to whoa. Virginia Austin escapes the fall-away slam. How about that one right there? A series of shots takes Crystal Gabor down. Virginia Austin begins to administer punishment to Crystal Gabor once again with the referee counting. Crystal in some serious trouble here. Virginia Austin has her, another spinning backbreaker from the ex-Belt Council alum, Virginia Austin. Whoop, rolls Crystal Gabor back into the ring. All the way up on the top. Here we go. Diving elbow across the back of Crystal Gabor. Virginia Austin taunting a prone and helpless Crystal. Virginia rounds her. Whoa, Crystal Gabor counters with a kick. Locks up Virginia Austin. Snapmare takes her down. Where's this going? Look at this. Stepping on the hair and pulling the arms of Virginia Austin. Crystal Gabor certainly capable of fighting dirty if she needs to. Off the ropes. Drives both knees into the lower back. Crystal covers. 1, 2. No! Virginia Austin somehow, someway finding her way out and rolls out onto the floor. Crystal charges through the ropes and takes down Virginia Austin with a flying shoulder tackle. Crystal Gabor countered by Virginia Austin. Crystal Gabor counters Virginia Austin. A hard right. Virginia stunned against the barricade. Whoa! Crystal Gabor fails to connect with another dropkick. Virginia locks her up, rolls Crystal back inside the ring. Virginia Austin re-enters, rounds up Crystal Gabor. Kick to the midsection. Oh, here we go. There's her finisher. Boom! Right there. Good night, Crystal. Might be done right here. Virginia Austin Drags Crystal Gabor center ring, goes for the cover. Yeah, this could be it. 1, 2. Whoop! That is all Virginia Austin. Wrapping this up by pinfall over Crystal Gabor.
Here is the time, 7 minutes and 35 seconds. And your winner, Virginia Austin.
Oi, poor Crystal. Look at her. She's definitely feeling the loss. Oh, this sucks. I hate Virginia Austin.
Virginia Austin certainly cheating Crystal Gabor out of a win here tonight. And Crystal certainly fought her heart out to get it, but failed to obtain it, with Crystal Gabor winding up laying out for the 1, 2, 3. We'll be right back after this.
All right, well, coming up, we got a Legends Division matchup, and it's a good one. The Iron Sheik, along with manager Classy Freddie Blassie, set to go up against the one and only Playboy Buddy Rose.
This next Legends Division match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, along with his manager, the Hollywood fashion plate, Classy Freddie Blassie, from Tehran, Iran, weighing 256 pounds, the Iron Sheik.
Khosrow Hussein El Vaziri, better known to millions as the Iron Sheik, along with Classy Freddie Blassie, decided to leave his flag behind if he's got his manager backing him up. The Iron Sheik certainly been very successful in recent weeks. He sure has. Whether he's doing singles or he's doing tags with Tojo Yamamoto, the Iron Sheik seems to be excelling a lot lately. Playboy Buddy Rose, he's pretty good, of course, but with the Iron Sheik on the hot streak he's in these days, I don't see much of a chance for the Playboy.
His opponent, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at a slim, trim, 217 pounds, here is Playboy Buddy Rose.
One of my long-time personal favorites from the long-ago days of Portland wrestling, Playboy Buddy Rose, and his slim, trim, 217 pounds. Oh, well, it should be definitely a good matchup between him and the Iron Sheik.
Well, we should certainly hope so. Playboy Buddy Rose, we haven't seen an awful lot of him, but whether he's competing in singles or joining in tag team tandem with Bob Backlund, Playboy Buddy Rose certainly has been and remains very popular with RWL fans.
I'd like to see Buddy pick up a win here, but my gut feeling says it's probably not in the cards. The Iron Sheik's too hot.
Wow, the crowd in Salisbury really letting these two hear it. Iron Sheik, Playboy Buddy Rose all set to go here as referee Willie Johnson sounds the bell. Buddy Rose charges. Iron Sheik counters and takes down Playboy Buddy Rose with a clothesline. Buddy Rose with a beautiful fireman's carry. Playboy Buddy Rose deceptively agile for his size. Escorts the Iron Sheik to the ropes. Iron Sheik counters with a series of elbows, backs off the Playboy. Buddy Rose all the way counters and escapes the Iron Sheik. Buddy Rose with a hard shot to the midsection takes the Sheik down to one knee. Playboy Buddy Rose again countered by the Iron Sheik, hard series of elbows to the midsection. Buddy Rose with an elbow and a charging clothesline that takes the Iron Sheik down to the mat. Playboy whips the Iron Sheik hard over the top rope and out onto the floor. Playboy Buddy Rose almost ran out behind him. Wow. Playboy Buddy Rose on the outside snaps the leg of the Iron Sheik. Buddy Rose rounds him up. Iron Sheik counters. He's got Playboy Buddy Rose by the hair. Head first into the apron goes Playboy Buddy Rose. The Iron Sheik has him up over the shoulders. Look at this quick counter from Playboy Buddy Rose into a beautiful implant DDT. Playboy Buddy Rose countered by the Iron Sheik. A chop across the chest, a chop back. Playboy Buddy Rose rolls the Iron Sheik back into the ring. The Sheik back to his feet. They tussle center ring. Buddy Rose shoves him back. Whoa! Winds up draped over the center rope. Iron Sheik a little too fast. Rebounds off the rope. Here he comes. Whoa, man. Playboy Buddy Rose trying to get to his feet. The Iron Sheik has him up over the shoulders again. Whoa, Michinoku driver. Iron Sheik covers 1, 2. Playboy Buddy Rose powering out and quickly back to his feet. Iron Sheik just as quickly counters him and takes him back down. Freddie Blassie enjoying the view from his corner. Playboy Buddy Rose dragging the Iron Sheik just about center ring with a flip over neck whip. And a Playboy rounds up the Iron Sheik. Whoa, what a forearm right there. Up over the shoulders. Oh, man. Right into the knee. Playboy Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose countered, whipped into the corner. Iron Sheik. Oh, look at this. Buddy Rose counters. Whips the Iron Sheik into the corner. Charges running. Clothesline. Takes the Iron Sheik down just about center ring. Playboy Buddy Rose covers 1. No. Iron Sheik powering out with authority. Playboy Buddy Rose with a stomp to the head of the Iron Sheik. Now Playboy Buddy Rose with a stomp puller. Oh, the Iron Sheik countering and escaping. Buddy Rose with a kick to the midsection. Spins the Iron Sheik round. Rounds him up. Tries for the scoop slam. Iron Sheik counters it into a DDT. Now the Iron Sheik indicating to the fans in Salisbury that he is perfectly A-OK. And goes right back to work on Playboy Buddy Rose. Running clothesline takes Buddy Rose down. A second one from the Iron Sheik. Sheik rebounds off the rope. Beautiful kick. Takes Buddy Rose down. Iron Sheik rounds up Buddy Rose. Center ring. DDT right in the face. Oh, man. The Iron Sheik rounds up an probably unconscious Playboy Buddy Rose. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Iron Sheik wrapping this one up fairly quickly by pinfall against Playboy Buddy Rose.
Here is the time, 4 minutes and 2 seconds, and your winner, the Iron Sheik.
Oh, there you go. The Iron Sheik making short work of Playboy Buddy Rose in just a shade over 4 minutes. Freddie Blassie lauding his man, the Iron Sheik, for a well-fought victory. Playboy Buddy Rose didn't seem to have very much of a chance at all.
You know, I kind of held out a little hope for Playboy Buddy Rose, but it just wasn't in the cards. The Iron Sheik was just like entirely too aggressive. Playboy Buddy Rose didn't stand a chance, poor kid. Yeah, he sure did get roughed up. The Iron Sheik didn't give him no room to breathe. It was absolutely a trouncing. He just stomped a mud hole in Buddy Rose's ass and walked it dry. Oh, man.
Indeed, he did. The Iron Sheik getting the Duke over Playboy Buddy Rose in this Legends Division matchup. And we've got tag team competition coming up later with the Guns Brothers facing Don Morocco and Randy Savage. And we'll be back with more in just a moment. I'm sure you've all seen the fine print on your wrestling programs that says card subject to change. That is what's happened here. The UK Ladies and the Disciples of Darkness canceled, and in their place, Pretty Poison in a non-title matchup set to face Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson, Les Femmes Fatales.
Yeah, funny how all the sectarians just magically disappeared, isn't it?
This next non-title tag team match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Hosokai Matoda, and from Okinawa, Japan, Tia Suzuki, Kanari Doku, Pretty Poison.
It has been some time since we've seen Kanari Doku in action. Hosokai Matoda and Tia Suzuki back with us again tonight, filling in this emergency situation with the Disciples of Darkness mysteriously missing. And Kanari Doku always ready to help the fans out in their own unique way.
Yeah, their own unique way. Oh, man. Yep. 18 to 24 crowds just loving this one.
Well then, let's skip aesthetics and let's talk mechanics, Tex. Do you think Pretty Poison's got what it takes to take on Les Femmes Fatales?
Well, yeah, I guess they could. They've won their fair share of matches. But, we're dealing with the Rage Ladies Tag Team Champions here.
And so far, there hasn't been nobody that can take those belts away from Jet and Mimi.
Their opponents, from Washington, D.C., Jet Williams, and from Raleigh, North Carolina, Goddess Mimi Emerson, Les Femmes Fatales.
With Dynamite Jeannie Parker conspicuously absent, Jet and Mimi coming out here on their own to face Kanari Doku, Pretty Poison. Not that they need Jeannie Dynamite present at ringside, of course. The Women's World Champion probably still calming down after that in-ring confrontation with Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote.
I don't think it was that much of a confrontation, Don. I think she was trying to give some advice, but she gave it a little bit rough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Myron's on to something, Don. I mean, we've seen confrontations, real ones, and they weren't pretty. Comparatively speaking, Jeannie was relatively calm.
I think Miss Parker meant well, but it just came out wrong. Tia Suzuki and Jet Williams starting us off here. Referee Walt Rothburn sounds the bell. A karate kick from Tia Suzuki. Another kick, another chop, a kick to the midsection, and a kick to the side of the head that takes Jet Williams down. Jet Williams with a spinning heel kick. And a beautiful moonsault. Jet Williams taking herself topside almost immediately as Tia Suzuki stands to her feet. Whoa, that would have been beautiful had she landed it. Tia Suzuki whipped out onto the apron. Jet Williams with a right. And what do we got going on? Whoa! Draped her off the middle rope. Tia Suzuki hits the floor on the outside. Tia Suzuki makes her way back in. Jet Williams right there to greet her with a German suplex. Jet Williams warming up the bus here. Whoa! What a basement dropkick right there. As Jet tags in Goddess Mimi Emerson. Mimi moves in, locks up. Tia Suzuki counters with a kick to the midsection. Takes herself out of the equation. In comes Hosakai Matoda. Matoda. Whoa, look at this. Mimi Emerson failing to connect with her move. And a moonsault from Hosakai Matoda. Matoda rounds her up. Headbutt from Mimi Emerson. Wow. That's something we don't see Mimi Emerson do too often. Basement DDT to Hosakai Matoda. Matoda rounded up. Rebound off the ropes from Mimi. Fails to connect with the Whirlicane Rana. Hosakai Matoda with a basement DDT that lays Mimi Emerson out. Here comes Tia Suzuki. Tia Suzuki locked up. Whipped into the far corner by Mimi. Mimi Emerson signaling for it, and here's the running bulldog right center ring. Mimi Emerson countered by a headbutt from Tia Suzuki as well. How about this? Drives a knee into the crook of the arm of Mimi Emerson. Mimi back to her feet with a quick jab and another. And she had Tia Suzuki reeling. Escorts her to her team's corner. Now Mimi Emerson torturing the arms of Tia Suzuki against the ropes. Mimi Emerson calling for it again. Here we go one more time. That running bulldog as Mimi steps out and tags in Jet Williams. Jet Williams makes her way. Look at this beautiful moonsault with a cover. Here we go. One and only one. With Tia Suzuki powering her way out of the pin. Jet Williams gathers her up, a hard couple of shots. A kick to the midsection. And whoa, what a jawbreaker right there to Tia Suzuki. Suzuki absolutely devastated. Soccer kick to the midsection. And in comes Goddess Mimi Emerson. Mimi moving in on a laid out Tia Suzuki. Looking for her method of opportunity here. Jumps over. Makes her way to the top rope. Tia Suzuki catches the arm drag from Mimi Emerson. Beautiful. Dragon screw counter from Tia Suzuki. Fails to connect with the moonsault, catches a pair of knees in the face instead. Mimi Emerson delivers a couple of wicked jabs here and a kick and another. And a third kick that takes Tia Suzuki down. Rebounds off the ropes. Beautiful moonsault right there. As Mimi goes to her corner, tags in Jet Williams. Tia Suzuki has not mounted a great deal of offense for quite some time. Suzuki back to her feet. Here goes Jet Williams. Whoa! Top rope Hurricane Rana with a pin here. 1, 2. Whoa! Oh, I would have thought that would have certainly been it. Mimi Emerson bought in on the tag, and so is Hosakai Matoda. A jab from Mimi, a kick, another, and a shot. Whoa! Countered by Hosakai Matoda. Matoda whips Mimi to the corner. Mimi counters and escapes the corner, locks up. And another. Whoa! Look at this Hosakai Matoda countering the Hurricane Rana and making it as nothing. Wow. Now into a submission on Mimi Emerson. Near the far corner, Mimi fights her way out. A quick jab, a quick kick, another, and a hard shot to the midsection. And here we go into a sleeper hold with a leg lock added. Referee checking on Hosakai Matoda. Matoda finding her way out of the situation. Hosakai Matoda steps out. In comes Tia Suzuki. Mimi Emerson locks up Suzuki, countering with an arm drag. And Tia Suzuki, basement dropkick on Mimi Emerson, and tags in Hosakai Matoda again. Frequent tagging, working very well for Pretty Poison. Hard kick to the back for Mimi Emerson. Matoda catches a kick to the head from Mimi. Mimi Emerson rounds her up, collar and elbow. Escorting Matoda to her team's corner, head first into the turnbuckle. And here comes Jet Williams. A little double team tandem action here. Off the, whoa! Stomped on the back of Hosakai Matoda. Jet Williams. Some amazing tandem work there from Les Femmes Fatales. And here we go, the Hurricane Rana on Hosakai Matoda and Jet Williams. Getting a little bit of fan support here from the crowd in Salisbury. Tia Suzuki with a series of wicked kicks and a hard right. Then Jet Williams sets her up. Look at this. Tia Suzuki with the quick counter, escapes the vertical suplex, catches a shot to the midsection. Jet rebounds off the ropes. And here we go again. Another whirly kick, this time for Tia Suzuki. Jet Williams tagging in Goddess Mimi Emerson. Mimi moves in, locks up, whips Suzuki out over the top rope and onto the floor. Look at this. Mimi Emerson with some decided showing off here. All the way up on the top turnbuckle as Tia Suzuki struggles to get to her feet. Mimi fails to connect with the double axe handle as Tia Suzuki makes her way back inside, comes back out, catches a German suplex instead. Mimi Emerson catches a kick. Tia Suzuki with an elbow. They lock up. Almost into the ring steps. Mimi putting on the brakes. But catching a series of hard shots, and up against the barricade goes Mimi Emerson. Tia Suzuki has her up. Oh man, right midsection, right across the top of that barricade as Tia Suzuki starts pistoning right hands on the head of Goddess Mimi Emerson. Emerson rounded up again. Another hard kick to the face. Tia Suzuki finally driving Mimi Emerson into those ring steps, and she's in some serious pain as Tia Suzuki breaks the hold, comes back out again. Rounds up Mimi Emerson. Hard forearm takes Mimi down to the floor. Tia Suzuki. Oh, wow, just driving her leg into the floor. Mimi Emerson up against the barricades. Tia Suzuki absolutely relentless here. Suzuki again driving the midsection of Mimi Emerson into the top lip of the barricade. They lock up again. Mimi pitched over towards the far corner as Tia Suzuki makes her way back inside. Oh, a little bit of showing off here from Tia Suzuki as well as Mimi Emerson makes her way back inside. Emerson drives a series of elbows into the midsection of Tia Suzuki. Locks her up. Tia Suzuki countering with a pretty nice arm drag. Tia Suzuki driving the back of the head of Mimi Emerson into the canvas. And now Tia Suzuki may have stunned Mimi Emerson here. Nice moonsault. And here we go. What a split leg drop. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh no. Jet Williams right there to disrupt the pin. And now Jet Williams being made to pay by Tia Suzuki, who pitches her out onto the floor. Another hard kick to the back. And a moonsault that fails. Mimi Emerson getting the knees up just in time. Mimi, hard forearm, takes Tia Suzuki down center ring. Suzuki back to her feet quickly, delivers a kick by the throat. Look at this wicked series of chops across the chest for Mimi Emerson. And Mimi, once again countering Tia Suzuki, takes herself up to the top rope. And whoa, beautifully executed crossbody from Mimi Emerson. Emerson with a hard shot. Rounds up Suzuki, snap suplex. Tia Suzuki in some real trouble here, going for the cover. 1, 2. Osakai Matoda right there to break up the pin. Jet Williams to scorch her to the outside as Mimi Emerson continues to work on the arms and legs of Tia Suzuki. Tia Suzuki gets her knees up in time. Fails. Oh, man. Mimi, kick to the midsection. Tia Suzuki gathered up again and whipped to the far corner. Mimi Emerson setting her up on that top turnbuckle. Look at this. Straight jacket arm drag. Nicely done. Mimi covers. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Femme Fatale defeating Pretty Poison by pinfall.
Here is the time, exactly 11 minutes, and your winners, Les Femmes Fatale.
Jet and Mimi giving the business to Hosakai Matoda and Tia Suzuki of Pretty Poison, winning this non-title tag team matchup by pinfall, with Mimi Emerson scoring the pin.
And talk about the great teams. Did you see the way Jet Williams stood guard while the referee counted the pin? Now that's teamwork. And teamwork, as we all know, makes the dream work.
You got that right, Myron. Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson definitely scoring an important win in this rather sort of emergency kind of match, a non-title against Kanari Doku. We'll be back with more RWL Rage right after the break, so stay right where you are. We'll be right back.
And in tonight's main event, Too Short Popeye Scott Bell's team of Macho Man Randy Savage and the Magnificent Don Morocco set to face Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns and El Jefe Ray Guns, the Guns Brothers.
Yes, Scott Bell's stable loses. Most people throw it out. He hires it. Garbage.
I love when he says that.
Tonight's Rage main event, a tag team match, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Too Short Popeye Scott Bell at a combined weight 510 pounds, from Sarasota, Florida, Macho Man Randy Savage, and from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, Magnificent Don Morocco.
And I'll tell you what else. In his stable of losers, these are Scott Bell's top-of-the-line models. I can't believe Don Morocco and Macho Man Randy Savage associating with such a person.
Hey man, I can't understand it either, Myron, but hey, a fellow's gotta eat.
Their opponents, accompanied by Big Jojo Guns, at a combined weight of 520 pounds, from New York City, Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns, and El Jefe Ray Guns, the Guns Brothers.
Eddie and Ray have been surprisingly quiet since losing the television tag team titles to the Southern Gentlemen, but they are back tonight and hoping to score a big win against Macho Man Randy Savage and Don Morocco.
And honestly, I'd like to see them do it. Obviously, I don't have no love for Scott Bell or his people.
Well, then you're in pretty good company, Myron, because don't nobody like Too Short Popeye or his people.
And of course, the Guns Brothers held the television tag team titles for the better part of a year before the Southern Gentlemen came along, and they definitely want to get back on top of the mountain.
Well, no matter how you slice it, it's going to be a long climb up that mountain for Eddie and Ray. But they'll make it. Not this year for sure, but I'm betting in 2025 they get back on top of the heap.
Well, gentlemen, seems we certainly have a terrific main event here. Ray Guns and Macho Man starting us off. Tom Canamora sounds the bell. They come center ring. Ray Guns delivers an immediate series of shots and a hard shot to the midsection. Locks up Randy Savage. Delivers a knee breaker. El Jefe. Caught in a Hurricane Rana by Macho Man. Tagging in Don Morocco. The Magnificent One. Locks up with El Jefe. Hard overhand right. Brings El Jefe down to one knee. Ray Guns taking a series of pummeling shots from Don Morocco. A wicked series of shots and up into a bear hug, a submission. El Jefe delivers a series of elbows to the head of Don Morocco and effectively frees himself. Woohoo! Kitchen sink knee to the midsection, and Ray going after Macho Man as well, hanging him off the top rope. El Jefe tags in Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns. Don Morocco catches a kick to the midsection. Eddie's got him up. Over. Whoa, look at this in a powerbomb position, and oh man, out he goes along with Macho Man. The Guns Brothers taking up the trash early here. Referee counting. Mr. Ringside takes himself to the outside. Catches a series of shots from Don Morocco, takes him down to the floor. Macho Man just coming to his senses as Eddie Guns goes after Don Morocco, delivers an arm breaker, and now starts raining hard left hands on the head of the Magnificent One on the outside. Eddie Guns takes himself back inside the ring. Going after Macho Man again, hangs him up off the top rope a second time. Don Morocco assuming control of the situation here. Gauging the weight has him up. Vertical suplex. Too Short Popeye Scott Bell on the outside watching his men work. Mr. Ringside with an elbow across the face to Don Morocco covers one and just a one. Morocco, center ring, getting back to his feet. Slammed head first right back into the canvas. And in comes El Jefe Ray Guns. Ray fails to connect. Morocco rounds him up for another attempted bear hug, but no dice. Ray Guns a little too quick for that one. Morocco nonetheless insisting on that bear hug. Trying to squeeze the submission out of Ray Guns, but El Jefe again another series of shots and gets himself running clothesline. Takes Morocco down. Morocco rounded up again. El Jefe escorting him to the Guns Brothers corner, head first into the turnbuckle. Counters and escapes, catches a cheap shot from Eddie Guns. Looking at him like, how dare you? And now here we go. Into a spinning toe hold from El Jefe Ray Guns as Scott Bell shouts his protestations. El Jefe makes his way up to the top turnbuckle. Morocco laid out not far away, slowly getting back to his feet. Here we go. Double axe handle across the head as Big Brother JoJo Guns watches Don Morocco spill out onto the floor. Eddie Guns now the legal man in the ring as Ray goes to work on Don Morocco on the outside with the referee still counting. Ray Guns doing his share here, wearing out the legs of Don Morocco. as the legal man in the ring waits for him to get back inside. Eddie Guns takes himself to the outside, goes after Macho Man, got tired of waiting. Mr. Ringside makes his way to Don Morocco, delivers a stomp to the midsection. Rounds Morocco up, arm breaker. And a stomp to the back. Mr. Ringside picking up where his brother left off. With Morocco on the outside, getting the tar kicked out of him. Whoa! Hard left. I think he just busted Don Morocco open. Slams his head face first into the canvas. Rounds him up yet again. Morocco rolled back inside as Mr. Ringside decides where he's going next. Slides himself back in as Macho Man makes the tag. Randy Savage moves in, fails to connect with the elbow, catches a hard right center ring. Eddie Guns catches a Hurricane Rana. Randy Savage now raining hard right hands on the head of Mr. Ringside. Drives a knee into the chest of Eddie Guns. Fails to connect with the kick. And Mr. Ringside makes him pay with a knee to the head. Oh, a little Three Stooges eye poke right there. Tribute to Mo Howard. As Macho Man delivers an elbow to the chest. Eddie Guns makes his way back to his feet. Macho Man still trying to keep him down there. Jawbreaker takes him right back down again as he rolls out onto the floor. Here's Macho Man through the ropes with a shoulder tackle to the back of Mr. Ringside. As magnificent Don Morocco continues to collect himself from the work he's already done. Mr. Ringside with a hard overhand right stuns Macho Man. Kick to the midsection. Sets him up for the powerbomb, but Macho Man, a series of shots to the head and a jumping elbow. It takes Mr. Ringside down. The referee still continuing to count Eddie Guns. Eddie puts on the brakes. Macho Man trying to get him back in the ring. Morocco right in the way. Headlock punch from Macho Man Randy Savage. Savage with a leg snap as Too Short Popeye watches Macho Man work. Eddie Guns rolls back into the ring. And here goes Macho Man all the way up on the top rope. Diving elbow across the back. Mr. Ringside trying to find his way out, trying to tag his partner, but Macho Man not allowing it. Escorts Eddie Guns to his team's corner. Eddie Guns counters and escapes. Macho Man counters again, takes him down to the mat, follows it up with an elbow across the chest. Mr. Ringside in some dire straits at the moment. As Macho Man delivers another elbow drop across the chest, much to the delight of Too Short Popeye Scott Bell. Guns rounded up, jawbreaker. As Mr. Ringside wove into a Lou Thesz press and a series of hard right hands to the head of Macho Man Randy Savage. Eddie Guns moves back in on Macho, escorting him to the corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Randy Savage as here comes Ray Guns El Jefe. Little tag team tandem work between the Guns brothers. And Ray into another spinning toe hold. This time on Macho Man. As Ray Guns stretches the legs of Macho Man Randy Savage. And another wicked kick to the leg. Big Jojo Guns watches his two brothers go to work. Whoa, look at this here. Whoa, takes him down and delivers another wicked leg breaker on Randy Savage. Ray Guns rounds him up. Trying to escort him into the corner again. Head first into the turnbuckle. Succeeds in doing so. Here comes Eddie Guns on the tag. Another tag team tandem kick right there to the midsection on Randy Savage. A hard right, a left, another right. And has him up. Atomic drop. As Ray Guns comes in. Ray, woof with a face scrape. Quickly going for a cover. 1, 2, but Morocco right there to break up the pin. Kick to the midsection for Eddie Guns from Don Morocco. Morocco makes his way back to his corner. El Jefe driving a knee into the arm of Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho Man slow getting to his feet. An eye gouge. And whoa, my, whoa. Was Tom Canamora on a beach somewhere? Wow. 1, 2. Tom Canamora didn't even see the low blow. My goodness. We're gonna have to get that man to an optometrist. Ray Gunn drives a knee into the head of Macho Man Randy Savage as Scott Bell introduces the chair. Obviously, too short, seen enough. Eddie Guns comes in on the tag. Rounds up Randy Savage as Tom Canamora gets rid of that chair. Spine buster. Not a neat spine buster, but an effective one. As Mr. Ringside picks himself up to the top rope. Elbow drop right across the chest of Macho Man as Eddie Guns goes for the cover. Tom Canamora a little bit slow here. One. And Morocco one more time. Breaking up the pin. Now Morocco escorts El Jefe out onto the floor as Mr. Ringside delivers a headlock punch to the Magnificent One. Returns to work on Macho Man Randy Savage. Randy Savage has him up. Scoop slam. Macho Man quickly going for the cover. 1, 2, and no who. Mr. Ringside powering out with authority. Macho Man Randy Savage rounds up Mr. Ringside here. A series of wicked kicks and a short arm clothesline. Randy Savage begins to assert himself here. Stunner from Mr. Ringside. That could be Scott Bell might think it was the end right there because he is definitely getting himself directly involved here. Stalling for time, preventing the pin as Mr. Ringside continues to argue with Too Short. Randy Savage so laid out he didn't even get a chance to get back up. Kick to the midsection, another stunner as if Eddie Guns wasn't satisfied with the first. Goes for the cover. 1, and Morocco one more time. Ruining the plans of the Guns brothers. Eddie Guns misses with the driving knee. Randy Savage connects with a jab. A hard overhand right, taking Eddie Guns down to one knee. Randy Savage rounds him up, and here we go again. Another series of wicked kicks to the chest, followed up by another short arm clothesline. Macho Man arguing with Big Jojo Guns, who has obviously seen something he did not care for. Randy Savage rounds up Mr. Ringside. Escorts him to the corner, head first into the turnbuckle. And here comes Magnificent Don Morocco on the tag. And here comes a wicked double team. Morocco whipped into the... Oh, man, what a splash right there. Takes Eddie Guns down. Eddie Guns counters with a quick enziguri, escaping the clutches of Don Morocco. Tagging in El Jefe Ray Gunn. Ray dodges a move from Morocco. Hard right, turns Morocco around, takes him down. And here we go. El Jefe Ray Guns locking in the figure 4 leg lock, perhaps too close to the ropes. Macho Man breaking up the submission. As Morocco finds his way out of that figure 4. El Jefe locked up, kick to the midsection. Hung up with a hard shot. Another kick to the midsection. Locks up Morocco. Whips him into the corner. Here comes Ray Guns, charging clothesline, takes Morocco down. El Jefe takes himself up to the tippy top here. Here we go, boom! Right across the chest. And covers. 1, 2, 3, and that is going to do it. The Guns brothers win this one by pinfall.
Here's the time, 12 minutes and 41 seconds. The Guns brothers.
Well, Modern, it looks like you got your wish. Eddie and Ray scoring a 3-count pinfall over Macho Man Randy Savage and Magnificent Don Morocco in pretty spectacular fashion. And there's the leader of the band, Mr. Ringside Eddie Guns, looking smug as usual.
He deserves to look smug. I'm glad he did it. I'm happy they won. I'm telling you, Scott Bell and his people, look at this. You see that low blow? You have no idea how happy that low blow made me.
I gotta admit, I felt pretty good about it myself. Yeah, no love for Scott Bell or his people, just like you said. Nice win for the Gun brothers.
And that is going to about do it for this week's edition of RWL Rage. As always, we thank you viewers, subscribers, and the rest of you for joining us. Be sure to join us next time. Our next RWL telecast will be RWL Snarl, immediately following this broadcast of RWL Rage. On behalf of Tex Lynch, Myron Schimmelman, and myself, Don Hickson, Thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you next time on RWL Rage. Until then, we'll see you at ringside.